Hey guys, it's been a while. It's just been a hiatus though. I'm back. I'm not gone forever. Can't promise regularity because this honestly isn't that much of a priority right now. I have a lot of things going on. Anyway, uh, today's is a very, very special one, and I'm very sorry. So, spoilers, if you enjoy anything and it is ruined by knowing that the person created it may have done something bad, time to check out. Just stop the video now, like or subscribe or whatever it is that you would normally do, and head on your way. Today's video is recognizing that the artist and the art are not the same, or that the act and the person are not the same. There are no perfect people. None. Not one. And most people are actually awful. Especially the people who are successful enough that you have heard of them. If you have heard of someone and they created something you love, chances are they're a monster. It sucks. I know. I'm sorry. The problem is that in the modern world and in the tremendous amount of people that exist in the modern world, if you're going to be successful, you have to hurt others. You have to steal, you have to lie, you have to do bad things. So, while most of you know Stan Lee as a sweet old man who appeared in cameos of characters that he created, he, according to people that worked with him, he was a monster who regularly stole, screwed people out of money, did horrible things. Admittedly, for the advancement of his company and himself. But, yeah, did horrible things. So, sorry, yeah. But it's not just like creative people like him or Gary Gygax or the people that made your favorite TV show, whatever it is, whether it's Rick and Morty or a Hotel Has-Been or whatever TV show you love. Chances are the people who made it are monsters. But it's not just them. It's also like the most famous, amazing people in the world. Martin Luther King did some pretty bad stuff. But even he is not even close to Gandhi or Mother Teresa. People who did amazing things are often just awful people. And who do horrible things. And sometimes it's easy to look back because we're in the future and we judge people with our modern lens and our modern sensibilities and go, oh, that person was awful by today's standards. But at the time, they were awesome. What are you doing, cat? What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, you just want pets. Okay, cool. Sorry. I thought something was wrong. Anyway, but yeah, lots of people, awful monsters. Lots of people do horrible things. The thing is, and this is the important part. You can't let that ruin things for you. You can think about it. You can be aware of it. You can be aware that everyone's a monster. But it shouldn't make it to where you can't enjoy things. Now, me, I occasionally have the problem of I am too woke. And I start seeing, the truth of what somebody was saying. And that ruined something for me. Like, I couldn't watch The Jungle Book because the guy who wrote The Jungle Book also wrote White Man's Burden, which is about how white people are supposed to drag everybody else up because they are the people who are the smartest and the strongest, and it's just their burden. It's so hard for them to make all the brown people civilized. And the problem is that that's a regular theme echoed in his work, including Jungle Book, where the monkey tricks, the man beats the animals because he cheats, which is what white people do, according to, this time period and all that sort of stuff. Hooray! Cheating is what makes us special. Anyway, despite that, the art is still there to be enjoyed. You can love Tolkien even if he had some minorly racist issues. You can love Lovecraft even though he had some serious racial issues. You can really enjoy fantasy, even though lots of the people who write it are horrific misogynists. The thing that you love doesn't have to... Now, there are people who are jerks, And I have occasionally been one of those jerks who's like, oh, that guy who made that, he's a total bleh. And that's true. If that's important to you, don't support that artist while they're alive. I will not give a single cent to anything Orson Scott Card does because he's a homophobic douche. But that doesn't mean you can't like Ender's Game. It just means I'm not going to give him any money. Because I don't want to support that. Pirating movies and watching them, I haven't with Ender's Game, but not for any moral reason, just because I wasn't that interested in it. I've seen it retold dozens of times. Anyway, it's more just enjoy art and don't let how horrible the person was ruin it for you. And this is related to modern stuff. You can mourn Kobe. Not going to say what he did. You can mourn Michael Jackson. Not going to say what he did. You can mourn anybody who died who did an awesome thing. And it doesn't, you don't have to think that that person is a saint for them to be worthy of your respect, of your love, of your mourning. A lot of you are going to deal with the fact that parents are going to die, and they're not perfect. Parents aren't perfect. They're people, just like you and me. And if and when they die before you, you have to grapple with the fact that they were not amazing people, because lots of them aren't. Nobody's perfect. So it's more, what I'm saying is don't let it ruin it for you, but also keep it in mind. It's the same thing we do with environmentalism. Sometimes things that we love are going to be produced poorly and in a damaging way. It's more important to be aware and to minimize our own personal impact. No, none of us are going to make the difference that a single multinational corporation is going to. None of us. But being mindful is almost a reward unto itself. Being aware of the damage we cause is almost as important as us not causing it. Is that crazy? Does that sound crazy? It might sound crazy. Anyway, I hope you're all well. I've been to Texas and I came back. It was nice in many ways. It was not nice in others. The people were amazing. I really enjoyed seeing the people that mattered the most to us. But the place just reminded me why I don't necessarily want to be there. There's lots of... It's a PvP zone. Sweden is not a PvP zone for the most part. There are small PvP zones in Sweden, but Sweden itself, it feels like the entire US is PvP. And pay to win. But everybody already knew that. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you had a great break, and I know that this is super late. It's been a long time. I've been kind of busy with... I'm actually excited about my current job, and it's been kind of taking a lot of my time. Also, I'm getting the IB certification, so I hopefully will be able to teach proper literature instead of just basics of translation and grammar. Anyway, hope you're all well. Take care. See you again hopefully soon. Beep boop.